action. Alright, you guys, hey. This is not a hair tutorial. This is not a my future's bright video, nothing like that. This is just, I'm just sitting and talking to you guys because, like I said before, I do get emails and I do get some comments, and I get some people that follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and from girls that, like, you know, they're like, oh, you're pretty, and, you know, I want to do this for school, and I want to look like this, and people pick on me and stuff like that. First and foremost, I just want to sit on the floor. I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a pastor, I'm not a prophetess, I'm not an evangelist, I'm not a minister, I'm not none of that. I'm not giving no advice. This is just me speaking on my situation. So for all those that are following me for your ill intent reasons and trying to take stuff back and try to get me in any type of trouble, you can scratch it, because that's not what I'm here to do. I just wanted to sit and really talk with you guys, and because something that happened today just got me to thinking, and I just wanted to share my story with you. This may be long, this may be short. I don't know what's going to come of this from talking about it, but I'm going to put it out there. Okay. Well, something that sparked this and made me really want to express this is because I don't have a lot of friends. I was always one of those people that was really, really social. I've always been around a lot of people, and I've always got along with a lot of people because of the personality that I have to just connect with different types of groups. So from the nerds to the jocks, to the black people, to the white kids, to the Mexicans, to the Asians. In high school and in elementary school, I always clicked with everyone because I was just a fun-loving person that loved to laugh, loved to have a good time, didn't love to see anybody down. So I always got along really well with a lot of people, and it translates over. But I honestly can say that I never really had like best friends. I just wasn't one of those people because I was always so on guard with who I was, my heart, and how I love, and I was always so on guard that it was hard to really fully let someone in because I didn't want to be hurt. Like, I grew up with so much sadness, really. I'm not sure where it derived from. I think it was just from being lonely. I think it was just from the things that I saw and grew up with and around. I kind of went into my shell. I think that's why I gravitated towards theater, because it was just easier to portray someone else's life rather than live my own, because it wasn't one that was a happy experience for me. Let's see. So I didn't really have real close girlfriends. I moved right after high school to the East Coast. All I had was my family, and even they are. So I just was really just me. I think what really helped me to open me up and come out of my shell is finding God. When I began to go to church and really seek God, I started to find myself. I guess there was a picture taken of me that was ugly. I take ugly pictures of myself all the time. I mean, there's some days where, like, I don't wear any makeup. I wear my natural hair out, and I still feel beautiful. And it took years to get to that place. So I refuse to let anyone take me back to that place of sadness. And it was just like, you know, it was brought up, but someone just felt the need to approach me after it was brought up in good nature, where we could laugh about it and just be like, you know, that was such an ugly picture of you, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, but do I look like the picture now? Is that picture stopping me from making money? Is my life just deadlocked because there's one ugly picture of me? I'm sure there's so many ugly pictures of me. When people get to clicking, I know when I get to clicking, sometimes pictures that are intended to come out good don't come out good. Some candid shots come out bad. Some of them come out great and capture the moment. But I understand, like, as studying photography and learning how to put pictures, it's all in perspective, and sometimes you get a bad shot. Like, when I take bad shots of people, I don't release those to the world. I delete them off my camera, because what's the point of having an ugly picture of somebody? It does nothing. But basically what I'm coming to is that situation made me think about how far God has really brought me in regards to my self-esteem and loving who I am. I think when I was younger, and even into my early 20s, I struggled with loving who I was. And it didn't help that I gained like 120 pounds in a year and a half. So that was even an extra thing to deal with. I mean, when I was a teenager, I battled with my weight. I mean, I went through a period in time where I did have a mild eating disorder, where I would eat and I would throw up because I didn't want to gain any more weight because I felt I was just so sickening and so ugly. There was times when I first started using makeup, I was trying to hide who I was. And it's just sad to look back on those years and see how much I missed out because I was so caught up in vanity. I was so caught up in looking like a magazine or the other girls, or the popular, really, really popular girls that got boyfriends, which they weren't really popular. They were kind of the hoes of the school and stuff. But, you know, I was always like, what was wrong with me? I was too dark, I was too big, I was too tall, I was too fat. Like, I never felt really confident in who I was until I found God, until that was preached out of me, until I was ministered to and told. Like, so now my heart goes out to those girls that, you know, are struggling with that, because I understand. I was there. But I just want you to know there's hope. You don't have to wake up every day and feel like everything sucks because you don't look like the next person. I have been there, and I just thank God that He's increasing His love. I don't even know how to correctly verbalize it. But anyway, like, they thought that that was going to make me feel all, you know? And I looked at them and I smiled. And for 1 second, I was like, I thought about it and then I let it go. Because if I would have meddled on that, like, I think people sometimes forget that you don't know what someone's going through. And I think that's why I'm so cautious, and I always encourage, like, a little girl, like, you know, a spirit can recognize a spirit, and I encourage little girls, especially young black girls and minorities, and even the little white girls. So I take that back. I encourage little girls, period, that you're beautiful. God made you the way you are for a reason, and don't let anyone ever take that beauty from you, because it sucks to go through life not loving who you are. It sucks to walk around every day feeling like so insecure about who you are. There's days that sometimes even I can feel that trying to come upon me, and I just have to, like, recite scriptures to myself. Like, I'm made in His likeness, in His image. I'm beautiful to God. So I may not be somebody's cup of tea, but to God, I am all the flavors and then some. So, I mean, be encouraged. Don't let that stuff get to you, because that's such a foul place to be in. And I know I'm probably rambling and repeating some things, but I'm just trying to be really open with you guys. Like, I mean, growing up, I was called fat, I was called black, I was called tar baby, I was called baby ugly, I was called so much stuff. Like, I mean, some stuff like that as a grown person I would never say. And I've had, even in my adult life, I've been told I wasn't cute, I've been told I was ugly, and all kinds of stuff. But if I let everything that someone thought about me stop me from being great, I would just be this pile of insecurity. And I lived that life, and I let that life go, and I gave it to God. And I just, like, the whole situation, it just made me think and be so grateful for, honestly, where God has brought me from. I hated the image of who I was, because I let everyone else's opinion of me dictate who I was. And that was a hard walk as a teenager. I mean, I went through so much stuff, and I'm just grateful that God really brought me out of it. Like, because, I mean, I could reflect on that stuff, and I can think, like, I could have been gone because of how much pressure that put on me to be this perfect person. And I think now, that's why now people will say stuff to me all the time. They'll be like, oh, I don't like that hair. You're not wearing it, so it doesn't matter what you like. Or they'll be like, Why do you wear so much makeup? You're not wearing it. So it doesn't matter how much makeup I wear. People will say things to tear you down. Like, and I've learned that some of the people that are saying those mean and hurtful things to you are saying them because they're not happy with who they are. They're not looking out for your benefit. Now, if you got bright orange eyeshadow on all the way up to your eyebrows and bright red lips and you just look a little interesting, I mean, I'm hoping someone will come to you out of love and pull you aside. But you'll know when someone's coming out of love, and you'll know when, you know. But some people are just going to say hurtful things just because they're hurting inside, so they want others to feel what they're feeling. So, I mean, you just got to take it all in stride. But I guess, like, just I gained my confidence, and I've grown to love who I am, even at the weight that I am now. But the thing is, if you don't like something, do something about it. I don't like that I gained 120 pounds in a year and a half. Like, I mean, I don't know. I was eating good, and I wasn't doing anything. Like, so, look, that wings game. But I mean, I don't let that stop my life. If every day I harped on, I was like, oh my God, I'm so fat, I'm so fat, what am I gonna do? Like, I would be miserable. Like, I'm a big girl. I'm not skinny, but I want to be healthy. So I joined a gym, and I'm gonna be working out with a trainer. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to get healthy. I don't desire to be a size 0 or a -2. I want to be healthy. So whatever size I am, I just want to be healthy. And I think if we take the outlook, instead of trying to please society and just be confident in who you are and love who you are and have healthy lifestyle and healthy habits, you'll be fine. In regards to your weight, in regards to your appearance, don't look at magazines and measure yourself up. Don't look at the next person and measure yourself up. Because if God wanted you to look like that, God would have made you like that. Trust and believe. And I can say that with confidence. So that's why I always try to encourage young women to really love themselves and love and make them feel beautiful. Like, I give compliments when compliments are due. Like, I always let them know, because I'm just like, I see the little insecure girl, and I'm just like, you're beautiful. Don't let anyone ever take that from you. Don't become arrogant and cocky. There is a thin line between confidence and arrogance. And I think people sometimes get that confused. So still be humble. Be humble. Like, I mean, even now when people be like, oh, you're so pretty, I'm just like, glory be to God, because I'm pretty because of him. Nothing I've done, no amount of Maybelline, L'Oreal, MAC, Mary Kay can make you beautiful the way that God can. The way that God can let your inner light just shine so brightly, let you just be glowing. That is God. That is not man. That is not a makeup artist. That is nothing. No one can make up a face to make them look holy and look like God is doing something in their lives. No amount of lighting. You can glow, but there's a glow that God and a beauty that God can exude from inside of you that nothing can change. Like, I mean, you can be wearing no makeup, because I've seen it happen. This one lady at our church, when she got hands laid on her, and next day we seen her, she was looking so beautiful. And we thought she had a full face of makeup on. She didn't have a drop of makeup on. God made that girl look beautiful. So no one can tell me that that doesn't happen, because I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. Learning that in life, that there's people that just won't be happy for you. There's people that will be jealous and envious of you, and there's people that won't be in your corner rooting for you. So forget about all that. Look up, like my pastor told us tonight in service. We have banging services, like banging services. You guys definitely need to find a church home and go and get fed the unadulterated word of God, because I mean, my baby, my Holy Ghost baby is leaping, because the word was just powerful and encouraging. It was sharp as a two-edged sword, because I got sliced about my attitude and how I carry on. But God chastens those whom he loves. So even though I was rebuked through the word, it's going to yield the most peaceable fruit, because I felt the conviction, and I'm changing my ways so that I can reflect the child of God. But you guys need to find a church. Y'all know I love Jesus. I love God with everything, because he's given me life and breath. But definitely, I mean, this Sunday, it was phenomenal.